Hi guys, so grab your coffee, grab your tea, grab whatever it is that you drink in the morning, because this is going to be yet another video for our coffee time series. I could have just made this another update video, but there's a lot more to it than just basically an update. And I also like to enjoy my coffee with you guys, with discussing specific topics. Basically what I want to talk to you guys about is basically my WordPress and basically life changes that are going to be happening relatively soon that have been planned for months. The first thing I want to talk about is my WordPress. Those of you who are a part of my Facebook group, The Dragon's Den, you guys kind of know a little bit of what's going on. You guys don't completely know. And those of you who are not part of the group don't really know unless you've been to my WordPress recently. What I was trying to do was I purchased another domain name for my WordPress, and I went to go and change the URL, and apparently changing the URL is a lot more difficult than just, you know, buying a domain, buying the hosting, and plugging it in for the URL. So now I basically have a broken WordPress. I have been told that that's not able to be found. Now, for me, when I go under justchantry.com, it still loads for me, but it has a white background, it has bulleting, I hope I explained this right, but it basically has no CSS, basically it has no style. I can't log into my WordPress. So I can't log into it in order to change it back. I did contact an individual that I do know, because my files for that WordPress are backed up onto their server. So without contacting my ex, I contacted another person that I know of that is a part of that in order to try and see if he could do something for me about changing it back, so then I can, you know, basically have my WordPress back and be able to log into it and everything else. So as for the time being, my WordPress is down. It's like down and out. You can't really access it. I'm quite capable of going in and getting the not the HTML, but I'm capable of copying and pasting the information that I already have on there. I have, for the time being, I have made a temporary blog because of this. Now, the site that I'm using for this temporary blog is something that I have used since 2005 for a more personal, sorry, that was my email, for a more personal blog. I believe I have my personal blog. It's posted on my Facebook page. I know that it is. Whether it's on my YouTube channel, I don't know. But I am basically using LiveJournal for this temporary blog. Now, the thing that I like my WordPress better because it is more customizable. You know, you can have the certain sections, you can have it basically all organized. You know, you can have pictures, you can have the HTML. I know that, you know, on LiveJournal you can do HTML, but it's not as organized as WordPress is. But that was, I know LiveJournal. I've had LiveJournal since, like I said, 2005. So I know the the ways in order to go about that with posting stuff up, in order to find specific subjects. On the sidebar, what I have is, you have the blog, and on the right side, if you scroll down a bit, there will be tags, because those are the tags that I put in for the bottom of whatever entry it was. And you can use the tags, you can click on those, and it will bring up the entries that are related to that. Like, if you're looking for my page for Dragons by Color, which I didn't give credit to the Facebook friend that I got it from, because she posted it up in one of the Facebook groups that I'm a part of, so I did give her credit for that. But if you were looking for that page, you would go under the tag color, and it will come up with that, with the Dragons by Color page. If you're looking for my stones page, it's go under stone. It is the easiest way in order to go about it. And go about finding those entries. Now, the first day that I kind of fucked this up, it was the other day. I was frustrated. I was freaking out. It's like, oh my god, how do I do this? And I do not have the products and knowledge in order to be able to change it back. Yes, I can look it up online on how to change it back, but I still don't have the products. Because anytime that I go and install something or to try and fix the problem, it's saying, well, you need this, and you need that, and you need this, and some of the products that they say that you need cost a shit ton of money. So that's why I went to this particular person and asked them if they can go in and change it, because of the fact that their business is basically computers and technology, and there's a lot more to it. I know, trust me, I know personally that there is a lot more to it, but that's just basically the gist of it. They are professional geeks. So I'm hoping that something good comes out of that. Another update is basically life. I'm not going to give details as of yet. You guys will find out in about a week and a half to 2 weeks. But basically, some changes that you will notice is that my environment will change. In a sense, I'm kind of starting over because I have to leave at least 90% of my stuff here in storage. So a lot of stuff is going to be changing. I'm not, how do I say this? A lot of my materialistic things will not be coming with me. Now, if you are a personal friend, you will most likely already know what's happening. If you are a personal friend and you don't know what's happening, feel free in order to message me and you can find out. Or what you can do is wait the week and a half to 2 weeks and watch the video and find out when everybody else does. But if you are a personal friend and I feel that you are close enough to me to where I can tell you, then I will. So that's kind of like I'm getting a head start on everybody else. I'm finding out what's going on in my life. Another change is going to be this charm, or this pendant, excuse me. You'll notice that it will end up disappearing within the next week and a half. And my reason for that is because I have met a very dear friend, and I had decided that I was going to give it to him. It was recommended by another person that I try and find something more suitable for him, for the friend that I'm giving this to, but it's not the same. I've had this pendant since I was about 17, 18 years old. So it's more personal. So unfortunately this friend can't really wear medals, so I'm going to be making him a card charm out of it, and my little protector will become his. So you will find that this will be gone. Now whether I buy myself another one of these, considering that they are still basically accessible, that depends on finances. It's not that expensive in order to get one again, or to get another one, but with everything going on, it's financially crazy. It's not really stressful, but there is a lot of stuff in order to be done, and so yeah, anyway, I'll get more into that. So basically, I have another pendant, dragon pendant, that if you watch my, I think it's the pagan jewelry, video, or if you're on my Facebook, you can, look under my albums, and you will see the pendant that I have. It's basically like, a fairy type angel sitting on, a dragon with the Celtic knots, underneath, and she's holding a wand. Well, I had that one, and then I also have this one that actually cost me like 80 bucks. The only bad thing is that he tends to tarnish rather easily. Like, I had to clean him and polish him before showing you guys. And I took him out of the box after him being in there for like months. He was like brown, and it took me like 15 minutes in order to clean them all up. It was kind of gross. And not only that, but the chain is kind of delicate, and you could probably change it, but it would be more hassle. So this is going to end up being my replacement for this pendant. Sorry, people are walking outside of my bedroom. So he's very, very detailed. A pendant that I hadn't actually wanted for about 3 years before I finally got him. But I didn't realize how delicate that chain was going to be. So I haven't really worn him too much, but I will be most likely wearing him more often. But I know that when it comes to my coffee time series, I tend to speak of subjects that people don't normally think about. My mind comes up with very new and unique topics in order to discuss. So kind of, my mind needs basically time in order to refresh and come up with something different, and in order to kind of, I'm a very deep thinker, so it kind of, needs that time in order to delve into that whatever topic and basically think about it. But not only that, I'm also studying the book that I showed you guys in the SLS introduction video. But, you know, studying this, reading it, taking down notes, absorbing the information, and also attempting in order to make videos, I have to basically make sure that that I have the information absorbed before making a video, because you guys know the reasons for that. But not only that, but there is so much to be done. Like, I still need to pack up the stuff that I'm not going to be taking with me. Still have to go through storage and get rid of stuff that is basically pointless for me in order to keep. But my life is going to be changing dramatically within the next, week and a half to 2 weeks. So you will most likely see less material items. Gonna try my damnedest in order to bring my stones down with me. I don't know about my clusters, but my life is going to be changing dramatically, and I'm going to need to learn how to adjust when it comes to change. A mind kind of goes into its own little world and kind of leaves me alone, if that even makes sense. Basically, it's basically like my way of dealing with change. My mind kind of shuts down, and it takes a little bit of time there to reboot and come back to what you see here. I mean, if you've seen the older videos that I had when I first started this channel, you could kind of tell that I was kind of not mindless, but I rambled a lot more. Took a little bit more time in order to think about what I was going to say. That was because my mind was still adjusting to the change, and then everything changed again, and so once I'm in my comfort zone, it makes life a hell of a lot easier. In my previous videos, yeah, I tend to still ramble, but I don't ramble as much. My thoughts are more organized. I'm able to think better. I mean, yes, I'm stressed out because I'm living with my family, and there's always that family stress, but it isn't like what it was, if that makes sense. But without giving too much detail as of yet, my life is going to be changing. And basically what I will say is, it's something that I've been wanting to do for a while, and now it is coming down to a point where I will, in a sense, be forced to learn, but that's basically learning my craft without all the materialistic tools. You know, I might have candles, I might have incense, but I'm not going to have so many materialistic items. So it's going to pretty much be mentally, spiritually, and it's going to be different. It's going to be very different. But we will see. We will see what happens. And knowing me, more likely than not, with not having so many materialistic items, my spirituality will grow tremendously without being hindered by the materialistic items that I own. That way I'm not so attached to the tools and the physical items. So we shall see whether I share my new practice and how I will be going about it. I'm not too sure. Verbally, you guys already know that I will most likely be doing videos on it, but actually showing you, I don't really know. Sorry, I'm kind of excited. I'm trying my best not to get overexcited, but yes, I am. I am excited. Excited, slightly nervous, not really worried, but more nervous than worried. Happy, yes. And another thing that I want to say, because when this next video comes out about, you know, my life update, all I had to say is, please don't try and tell me what to do. I hate that. You know, support me, yes. Encourage me, yes. But don't tell me that I'm crazy. Don't tell me what to do. Because it is my life. You know, kind of like the Bon Jovi song, it's my life. And I'm going to live it how I see fit. And my main goal is basically my happiness. Of course, you know, happiness with whomever is around me, but it's my life. I deserve in order to be happy, even if it means doing something crazy. You know, but if you're constantly scared, if you're constantly in fear of something that's going to happen, you're never going to learn, you're never going to grow. You have to branch out of that, push past your fear, and do something that you think you never would have done. Because by doing so, your spirituality, your mentality, everything around you changes as you do, and it grows even more because you push past that fear. And hey, I put my ring on backwards. Sorry, that was random. But I don't know. I'm not necessarily like everybody else. I try not to be like everybody else. I am very unique, and I try to do what makes me happy. And as long as I'm happy, then I don't really see anything wrong with it. And, you know, I'm not hurting anybody. Yes, I will miss people, but I'm not intentionally hurting anybody physically. That's my main point. So, I kind of rambled, had my coffee. Well, having my coffee. I have to go to work later on tonight. Short shift, but still have to go and do it. Life is crazy! I don't know. That's a part of my excitement, I'm sorry. It tends to escape me sometimes. But you guys kind of already know through my randomness that my randomness escapes, but not a whole lot of you have seen me overly excited. And I'm actually restraining from that. We will see when I do my other life update video and whether I show my excitement or not. So yes, that is pretty much it for the time being. Yes, SLS will still continue to happen, just bear in mind that I am busy as all can be. I am excited, I am slightly nervous, and it kind of, it's not overrolling me, but it's kind of like, it distracts me. That's what I'm getting at. It kind of distracts me. And as you guys already know, I want to be able in order to know the information so then I can tell it to you. And yes, I am cracking my knuckles. So then that way I'm not reading out the book. And that way it's boring and monotoned and everything else. And I like being animated. I like being real with you guys. I like being unique. And randomness helps too. Makes people laugh and go, what the hell is wrong with you? And then you go, everything. But it makes you laugh, so therefore it makes me happy. And it makes me do it more often. Your happiness feeds my randomness. Okay. I am done. I'm done rambling. And yeah, I kind of rambled a lot-ish, but you know, trying to tie everything together into one update video, it's like trying not to give out too much detail and trying to hide your excitement, and you know, thoughts aren't necessarily all organized, and it tends to make you ramble. And apparently it makes your mouth not want to work and speak properly. Okay, I'm done. Thank you for watching. If you want to know the details of what's going on before everybody else, providing that you are a personal friend, and yes, I will know who you are, because I have you guys on Facebook, and you guys are like awesome. Yes. But those of you who I know are my personal friends, those of you who I plain know and have no worries about telling you, if you ask, I will tell you. Or you could just wait until everybody else finds out. To those of you in the Dragon's Den, I will be posting a question probably within the next couple of days. It's going to be Facebook exclusive. It won't be found anywhere else. You know, Live Journal, Wordpress, whenever the hell I get it back up and working again. But yeah, I don't know. It's going to be Facebook group exclusive, The Dragon's Den. So we shall find out what I'm going to do about that. As for the time being, thank you for watching. Love and blessings. And sorry for my rambles.